Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of November 2021. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And then I will close out your reading, Taurus, with a Secret Language of Color Oracle card. Also, I want to thank you all so much for the feedback you gave me on the free checklist that I mentioned last month. If you're interested in getting a free copy of the 6 things you need to have before you quit your job and go into business for yourself full time, I will have a link for that down in the description. Also, I'm excited to announce that my first course is now live. It is how to start and grow your tarot YouTube channel. If you're interested in that, I will also have a link in the description. So many of you have been asking me for that course for over a year now. And so now it is finally live and available. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get right into your reading and see what's showing up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of November 2021, what do we need to know for the sign of Taurus? All right, Taurus, so you've got a lot going on here, right? The word that's coming to me for you as we move into this new month is surrender. I'm feeling like there's been a lot of trying to make things work, and it's like you keep going, and nothing is kind of coming together like you expect it to, especially as it relates to your money. And you're at the point now where you feel like giving up. Well, it's not about giving up, but it's about surrendering to what is and understanding that sometimes certain things can't be forced. We do the work diligently. We set our intention. We create the goals and the targets, and then we do what we can in order to make things happen. But I'm feeling like there's a sense of struggle here. I'm feeling like there's a sense of, really working really hard. And that's not what this is about, right? We're all about creating wealth with ease and flow and grace and using our creativity to fund our own expression of the life we want to live. So let's look at this Strength card in the reverse. Like I said, I'm feeling like that's all about surrender here. And the other thing too is I'm also feeling like there's kind of a little bit of a not showing up as powerful as you can be for whatever reason. I understand because I went through this myself, but sometimes we just don't show up, fully in our own glory and our own capabilities because we're worried about, whatever, or we don't have confidence, or, we just don't feel like we can. And I'm feeling like that's kind of what's going on here, especially with these 2 cards, with the Strength card in reverse and the 2 of Wands in the reverse. But now here's where things actually take a turn for the better, and they actually start looking pretty good. We have the Sun card. Remember, the Sun card is a positive card in my readings. Doesn't matter how it shows up. The Sun card always means good news is on the way. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, that's okay because things are starting, but it's okay. They may not be flowing at the exact rate that you expect them to, but the Ace of Pentacles still means that something new is on the horizon. It may just take a few more steps. It may just take a little bit more planning, maybe a little bit more effort, but something on the horizon is definitely going to be showing up for you. Then we have Temperance. Temperance is a realization that something has to change. Something has to be let go of, especially as it relates to money. It's bringing things back into balance, bringing things back into harmony, understanding that we can't do it all and that we want to put our efforts and our attention on the thing that's going to be the most profitable for us, the thing that's going to give us the greatest amount of return. Next, we have the King of Swords. That is cutting away something really with no apologies, no explanation. It's just like, this needs to be gone, and it's gone. I see this happening a lot when sometimes people just abruptly quit a job because they're fed up. But it also could be too where people just decide, you know what, I've had enough. I'm not living this way anymore, and I'm doing something different, and let the chips fall where they may. Finally, we have the Tower card in the reverse. I love seeing this card in the reverse because it means we're on the rebuilding phase of our lives. It means that, you know, the worst is over. It's time to break things down so we can have a breakthrough, and we can level up our lives bigger, better, stronger, more successful, whatever. So like I said, Taurus, I think the first week of November is really going to be you realizing and getting a lot more clarity about what exactly it is that you want to do, and not just kind of working just to work, but being much more intentional with what you're trying to do. Because it's not about what's going to, like how much you're doing and how busy you are, but it's more about the results that you're creating. Are you getting exactly the outcome that you intend? All right, so let's see what else is showing up for the sign of Taurus. Yeah, see, and I see that 10 of Wands, and that's the card of taking on a little bit too much, you know. Sometimes it's burnout, sometimes it's, you know, just doing more than what is necessary. That's what I'm seeing here. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is all about the budget. Looks like you've got that under control, which is really good, Taurus. You know, you've got the bills paid. You know, you're doing what you need to do as far as staying on top of that. So that gives you a sense of peace and a sense of stability, especially as it relates to your finances. But next we have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is talking about external changes within your working environment, whether that's at home, an office, a classroom, a business, whatever the case may be. But some external changes are going to be taking place. Now, sometimes this could be a little bit disruptive because maybe you weren't expecting some changes, or maybe the changes aren't what you thought they would be. Sometimes it could be staffing changes. It could also be changes as it relates to, you know, just the way how things are done in your current work situation. So, you know, it's one of those things that you can't control, but you just got to have to kind of do your best to deal with it. Next, we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card in the reverse talks about a divine dissolution of a relationship. Could be you walking away from a relationship. Could be you walking away from a job. Again, I'm kind of was picking up on that here, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's going on. Next, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, Taurus, is telling me that you're not being fully recognized for the work you do. However, that is going to change because we have the Six of Wands right after that, and that is getting the attention that you deserve, being recognized, being acknowledged for the work and the value that you bring to whatever it is that you're doing. So don't feel too bad that if something, you know, you do gets overlooked. Looks like very quickly right after that it's going to be corrected, and you're going to be, you know, kind of seen as a star or a celebrity in some regard, but you will be getting a lot of attention. All right, Taurus, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of November 2021. Oh, nice, nice, nice. You know, I'm going to do one more card just because, oh, and they gave me two. They gave me two. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. So, you know, I'm going to put this here. All right, Taurus, as we move into the second half of November, things really start moving and shaking for you. You've got some good good news on the way as it relates to money and work, but we'll get to that. Let's start with the Six of Pentacles. That's the card of generosity. You're in a very good position to give. You're giving from your overflow. You're not giving from, the expectation of having to get something back, but you're giving because you want to serve other people. That's definitely going to be financially rewarding for you in some way. It may not happen that same day or even with that same person or situation or circumstance, but definitely it will come back. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. This is a very emotionally sensitive card. The Queen of Cups is someone who, she cares about the feelings of others, but not at the expense of herself. So she will, value her feelings and her well-being above all else, because she knows that if she does not take care of herself, there's no way she can take care of and serve others. So I do feel like you do kind of come to that realization, Taurus, especially when you were kind of dealing with, overworking or maybe doing too much in the first half of the month. Next, we have Temperance. This is a repeater card here. So things were in balance. Maybe things get a little bit out of balance as we move into the second half of the month. It's okay. I think that's part of the ebb and flow of life, especially as it relates to money. Sometimes things are on a high and then sometimes things are on a low, and you just got to have to make sure you are prepared either way. Next, we have the Nine of Swords. That's anxiety. That's a little bit of worry creeping up. Now, again, when we're talking about money and we're talking about finances and the future of money, or I should say our money specifically, yes, we can feel anxious about it. But the thing is like as long as you're doing what you can do in order to prepare, I think you're going to be okay. And I think that this is part of just you learning what you need to do in order to feel secure. Some people need to have so much money in the bank. Some people need to have a job. Some people need to, have all of their bills paid 2 months in advance. Whatever it is that you need to feel secure financially, then you need to make sure you're implementing those steps. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This means you're going to be very busy at work. Looks like work is going to pick up for you, Taurus. Regardless of what it is you do, it looks like you're going to be very, very busy, which means you're going to be bringing in more money. And I feel confident saying that looking at these two next cards. Like I said, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. That's good news coming in ×2. Good money news, good news as it relates to your work. So get ready, get excited, because it's definitely going to be something positive and something that's going to benefit you in a financial way. Finally, we have the Star card in the reverse. Now, the Star card in the reverse, sometimes that is a card that tells me to tell you that you need to pay attention to your health, your physical health, your physical body. The Star card is a card that relates to vibrancy, vitality, wellness, healing. When she shows up in the reverse, it means that there could be something we need to pay attention to. Doesn't mean that you're going to, all of a sudden get sick, but it does mean that we cannot neglect our health. Remember, true wealth is health, or health is true wealth. You can't, spend your millions or enjoy your millions if you're in a hospital bed. We don't want that. So make sure you're paying attention to your health and doing everything you can to take care of yourself, Taurus. All right, let's see what else is showing up for the sign of Taurus. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of November 2021. All right, Taurus, as we close out the month of November, looks like you kind of do some mindset work, which is really good. Looks like you break free of any self-limiting thoughts, doubts, anything like that. It's definitely going to help you increase your income directly and indirectly. We have the Eight of Pentacles now. This is you. I'm picking up that there's going to be multiple sources of income here. The Eight of Pentacles talks about, having a lot of money coming in, but also money coming in from several different directions. But because this is in the reverse position, I'm thinking that maybe you are having money coming in from another source, but it might mess up something else. Like maybe you get money from a job and then the taxes really just kind of throw you off altogether. Not that it's not good to have that additional money, but you weren't expecting a tax hit because of it. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there's going to be another source of income, but it might throw off kind of something else because of it. Again, not that you're not grateful for extra money, but you just weren't expecting it to to kind of impact other areas of your life. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. That's financial literacy. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, Taurus, because you're obviously learning, gaining more knowledge, gaining more experience, getting more information. It's very, very good. We got this Two of Pentacles. This is a repeater card here. The Two of Pentacles talks about the budget. I think whatever you're doing as it relates to that. Looks like you're going to be continuing on towards the end of the month. And again, that's very, very good. We also have the Magician card. Magician card in the reverse talks about not using your resources to their fullest ability or to its full capacity. So make sure that you're really examining what you do have, Taurus, and using that for your financial gain. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, exploiting your own talents or your own tools or your own experience. If it's going to benefit you financially, that's the name of the game. That's what this is all about here. Finally, we have the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is a repeater card. We also had him here. And it's weird that this time it's in the reverse, but I'm picking up that, again, maybe you're just not being acknowledged for something that you deserve credit for. But I wouldn't worry too much about it because it did fall onto this good news work card. So it's one of those things that I think you're going to be okay with when everybody knows the truth, though. It's one of those things like everyone will know that you deserve the credit. However, you probably just won't get the credit that you deserve publicly, even though everybody knows that you should have it. But overall, Taurus, I think this is going to be a very enlightening month for you, only because I feel like there's a lot of internal shifting with you and you kind of learning and developing a new way of kind of redefining what you want to experience as it relates to your money, life, your financial life. And so I think once you get clear on that, then the second half of the month, things really start kind of coming together for you much, much better. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Secret Language of Color Oracle card. Oh my gosh. And I literally just said that. You have card number 39, purple, develop mental clarity. That's what this is about. This is about you kind of developing your mental clarity as far as what you want and how you want to experience your life, how you want to feel, with the money you make, how you make your money, how you save, how you invest. It's just getting really, really clear about who you are, how you want to show up, and how you want to serve, okay? So Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.